12th Man, are you ready for this? Brothers and sisters of the 12th Man, grab your jerseys and hold on to your seats, because what I'm about to tell you will shake the foundations of CenturyLink Field and send shockwaves through the entire NFC West. We've got a massive triple threat situation brewing in Seattle that has the potential to either launch us into Super Bowl contention or, well, let's just say the doubters are having a field day right now. First, we've got our defensive mastermind cooking up something special with a rookie who's about to become the stuff of nightmares for McVay and Shanahan. This kid is 6'4", 220 pounds of pure disruption, and he's about to make his NFL debut against the 49ers this Sunday. But here's the kicker. He wasn't just drafted to play football, he was specifically engineered to be a weapon against our division rivals. Then, just when you think things couldn't get more intense, the so-called experts have decided to completely disrespect our beloved Seahawks in their latest power rankings. They've got us sitting at number 21, 21st behind teams that couldn't even sniff the playoffs last year. The audacity, the complete and utter lack of respect for what Mike McDonald built last season is absolutely mind-blowing. And if that wasn't enough drama for 1 week, we've got a glaring hole in our offense that could either be our Achilles heel or the perfect opportunity for a game-changing free agent signing that nobody saw coming. We're talking about speed, deep threats, and the exact missing piece that could unlock Sam Darnold's full potential. 12 men. If you're feeling the electricity, smash that like button right now. Drop a comment and let me know. Are you ready for this season? And don't forget to subscribe because this is just the beginning of what's going to be an epic journey. The storm clouds are gathering over Seattle, and what happens next will determine whether we're looking at a championship run or another year of what if. Do you think you know what's coming? But trust me, you have no idea how deep this rabbit hole goes. Let's dive into the first revelation that's going to blow your mind. 12th Man. Meet your new favourite player, Nick Emmanuary. This 6'4", 220-pound rookie safety isn't just another draft pick. He's a chess piece specifically designed to checkmate Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan. Former NFL quarterback Brock Hugh dropped this bombshell that should have every Seahawks fan jumping out of their seats. Mike McDonald was hired to be a disruptor. You did not stay status quo. McVay and Shanahan would have loved to have seen another branch off their coaching tree in this division. The Seahawks didn't do that, and Emmanuary is the physical embodiment of that disruptor mindset. This kid put on an absolute show at the NFL Combine, displaying a rare combination of size, talent, and athleticism that had scouts drooling. But here's what makes him special. His positional versatility is off the charts at South Carolina. This man was roaming all over the field, making big-time plays from every angle. Think about what this means for Sunday's opener against the 49ers. 12th Man, Emmanuary, is going to be the X factor that Kyle Shanahan never saw coming. Hard painted the picture perfectly. Nick Emmanuary is part of that disruption with how he covers George KD, how he handles Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield, how he plays and sets that edge against that jet sweep, an outside zone that San Francisco loves to do. This isn't just about having a talented rookie. This is about having a weapon that was specifically crafted to neutralize our biggest threats. For years, we've watched McVay and Shanahan pick apart defenses with their offensive wizardry. But now we have our own magician and Mike McDonald, and Emmanuary is his ace in the hole. The 49ers have no idea what's about to hit them this Sunday. They're probably still studying film from last year, trying to figure out how to attack our defense, but they don't realize that the entire game has changed. Emmanuary gives McDonald the ultimate chess piece to counter everything San Francisco wants to do. But here's where things get even more interesting, and you're not going to believe what the so-called experts are saying about our beloved Seahawks. The disrespect is real. Seahawks ranked 21st by clueless experts. 12th Man, I need you to sit down for this because what I'm about to tell you is going to make your blood boil. The so-called experts at NFL Spin Zone just released their power rankings, and they have completely and utterly disrespected our Seattle Seahawks by ranking us 21st in the league. 21st, let me put this in perspective for you. They have the New York Giants, Chicago Bears, Arizona Cardinals, and Miami. Dolphins all ranked ahead of us. The Dolphins, the team that collapsed spectacularly last season, the Bears, who haven't been relevant in years. And don't even get me started on the Giants. Here's what these clueless analysts are missing. Mike McDonald took our defense from 25th in scoring defense to 11th in just one season. That's not luck. That's not a fluke. That's elite coaching. And now he's added even more firepower with veteran DeMarcus Lawrence and our rookie superstar Nick Emmanuary. They want to doubt Sam Darnold. Fine. They want to question our offensive line. Bring it on. But what they're failing to understand is that Gray Zabel already looks like a home run first-round pick. And Jalen Sundell and Anthony Bradford have been turning heads all preseason. The offensive questions please. Clint Kubak's system isn't asking Darnold to be a hero. It's designed to maximize his strengths with a strong running game and calculated play action. And let's not forget we still have Jackson Smith, Jigba, and Cooper Kupp leading our receiving core. Those aren't exactly scrubs, but here's what really gets me fired up. 12th man, our defense is about to be special. The pass rush depth is some of the best in the league, and our young linebacker and defensive back groups are ready to take that next step. McDonald has been building something beautiful, and these rankings prove that nobody outside of Seattle understands what's coming. You know what this reminds me of? Every single time the Seahawks have been underestimated, we've made the doubters eat their words. Remember 2013? Remember the Legion of Boom? The experts didn't see that coming either. And look how that turned out. The disrespect is real, but it's also fuel. Every single player in that locker room is going to see these rankings, and it's going to light a fire under them that will burn all season long. But wait, there's one more piece to this puzzle that could change everything. 12th man. Here's where things get absolutely fascinating. While everyone's focused on power rankings and rookie sensations, there's a glaring hole in our offense that could either be our downfall or the perfect setup for a masterstroke that nobody saw coming. Let's talk about speed, baby. Right now, our receiving course is missing that deep threat element that made Sam Darnold so dangerous in Minnesota last season. Think about this. In Minnesota, Darnold's top 3 receivers all averaged 13.9 yards per catch or better. His top 2 were pushing 15 yards per catch. That's explosive offense. But here's our current reality. Only 2 receivers on our roster have posted a 40 time under 4.5 seconds. Rookie Torrey Horton and Derek Young, and they have a combined 2 catches at the NFL level. We released Marquez Valdez-Scantling last week, and guess what? The 49ers scooped him up immediately. They know what we're missing. Jackson Smith-Jigba is phenomenal, but his 4.5 to 240 time and 10.8 yards per catch suggest he's more of a possession receiver. Cooper Kupp is a legend, but at 32 years old, he hasn't cracked 11 yards per catch in 2 of his last 3 seasons. We need that vertical threat. Here's where it gets interesting. Michael Gallup is sitting out there as a free agent, and he could be the perfect solution. This man averaged 14.1 yards per catch in his career, which absolutely dwarfs anyone currently on our roster. He was one of the league's premier deep threats in his prime with Dallas. Now, I know what you're thinking. He retired abruptly in 2023 and couldn't crack Washington's lineup this preseason. But listen to this. He's only 29 years old. That's just 2 years older than Jake Bubo and 3 years younger than Cooper Kupp. Sometimes players need time to shake off the rust and remember who they are. Think about what Gallup could do for this offense. Defenses would have to respect the deep ball again, which would open up everything underneath for Smith and Jigby. It would also give our running game more breathing room because safeties couldn't cheat up to stop the run. Darnold loves to stand in the pocket and deliver deep balls. It's one of his greatest strengths, but right now we're not giving him the weapons to maximize that ability. One phone call to Michael Gallup could change the entire trajectory of our season. 12-man, this is it. This is the moment where everything comes together. We've got Nick Emmanuary ready to terrorize the NFC West. We've got a chip on our shoulder from being disrespected in the power rankings. And we have the opportunity to add the final R piece to an offense that could be absolutely explosive. If you're pumped up about this season, smash that like button, drop a comment, and tell me, should the Seahawks sign Michael Gallup? And don't forget to hit that subscribe button because this season is going to be legendary. The storm isn't coming. 12th man, it's already here. Sunday can't get here fast enough. And when Nick Emmanuary makes his debut against the 49ers, when our offense starts clicking on all cylinders, and when we prove every single doubter wrong, remember this moment.